A swathe of states along the east coast of the US have declared emergencies ahead of the arrival of Hurricane Irene. The first hurricane of the Atlantic season is now a Category 3 storm, packing winds of 185 kilometres an hour. Irene has left a trail of damage in the Caribbean over the past 24 hours. The storm roared across the Bahamas archipelago, pummelling the country's smaller, less populated islands. At least 5 people have been reported dead so far, while roads, power lines and hundreds of homes were swept away. Along the US East Coast, thousands of people from the Carolinas have already fled to higher ground. Irene is set to slam into North Carolina late on Saturday, Australian time.
And Irene is expected to intensify as it moves up the coast. Millions of people could be affected because the hurricane is forecast to stay just offshore, retaining much of its power as it moves up the coast to Washington, New York and Boston.
Largest metro areas in America in the crosshairs tonight. Philadelphia, population nearly 6 million. Boston, more than 4.5 million. And the biggest of them all, New York City, 19 million people.
Well, I'm always worried about storms, and this I-94 corridor is going to go through one of the most populated areas on the East Coast. So yeah, we're very concerned.
Tonight, many of the forecast models show the center of the storm marching straight through New York City. There are dozens of these models, and they do change quite a bit, but this morning, one of them had the center of the storm coming right up New York's Fifth Avenue, past the iconic lions of the Public Library, and then right up the west side of Central Park. So is a city like this, which has only seen 5 hurricanes since 1851, truly ready for this storm? Experts say the skyscrapers are built to withstand hurricane-force wind, but it is the flooding that is the real problem. In a major hurricane in 1821, all of lower Manhattan was under 13 feet of water.
I'd like to give you an update on how we're preparing.
Today, the mayor came out and said he's doing everything from pre-positioning boats to rescue the stranded to preparing to shut down the largest subway system on Earth.
We hope for the best, but we prepare for the worst. And that's why this city is, I think, ready for this weekend.
But critics say in the unlikely event that the city had to order major evacuations, the plans are insufficient.
You don't think the plans are detailed enough to handle a worst-case scenario?
No, I do not.
But this expert in emergency preparedness says most New York City apartment dwellers are not ready.
If we were in this apartment in the middle of a hurricane, I know we'd want to get away from the windows. Where would you go?
So just taking a quick look around here, where I'd go is right here. We would just walk over this way, and we'd find ourselves in a place that would not be in the direct line of sight.
And the last time a hurricane made landfall in New York was way back in 1985.